Hi, welcome along to ArsenalFanTV. Now I've got a very special guest. It's Chris Pajak from the RedMen TV, the #1 Liverpool channel. The channel that, he was arguing with me the other day, reminding me that RedMen TV were around before ArsenalFanTV, which is true. They were around before us, and they are an excellent Liverpool channel.
Thanks, Sean.
And Chris, it's the big one on Friday, the biggest game of the Christmas.
Yeah.
Arsenal versus Liverpool. They put it on Friday night. The interest is so high. I'm looking forward to the game. I know you're looking forward to it. Liverpool coming to this game in some great form, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, it's been I think it's been 13 games or something since we've been beaten now. I mean, that Tottenham one really we had a couple of disappointing results since it, but that Tottenham one spurred us on. And, we've racked up a lot of goals. We seem to have stopped conceding a few goals and stuff. A couple of draws along the way, most notably in the derby and stuff. But this is a big game for Liverpool because this is a Liverpool side that last season did fantastically well against the top 6 sides. And this season, we've been smashed by Man City. We've been smashed by Tottenham. We obviously beat you guys, but in the big games, we've not been good enough. And I think Klopp recognises that, and this Liverpool side recognise the importance of this game because, for me, it's between us, you guys, and Tottenham for top 4. And this is a real one for me where we can put a marker in the ground and go, we're better than you. And we've got to go out there and prove it now. And equally, it's exactly the same way from Arsenal's point of view.
Yeah, I was going to say, you have been on a good run. But a lot of those teams that you played in that run, you'd expect Liverpool to beat those teams. And you have, even though you've not been beaten, you have had a few draws and like the one against West Brom and that. Have you been finding it difficult in certain games to break teams down?
Yeah, we have. Everton came with a clear game plan and fair play to them with Sam Allardyce as the manager. They didn't really look like scoring for me, but they got the result they wanted out of the game. West Bromwich Albion defended unbelievably well, Robbie. I mean, Hegazi and Johnny Evans at the back were outstanding against us, and we never really looked like scoring against them. We've had too many draws at home this year. I think we've had 4 wins and 5 draws, no defeats at home, which is crazy for this Liverpool side. I think, we've tended to win more games away from home when teams haven't just sat in on us. I can't imagine Arsenal sitting in at home at the Emirates. No. It's not something that's in your DNA anyway. So maybe that will play. I hope that will play into our hands a touch. But we have struggled to break teams down. We've played really good counter-attacking football, but in the last few weeks, we've brought Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain into the side, and he's turning a good vein of form, right, Rob? And he's winning the ball back high up the pitch for us. And that's the difference between now and the start of the year. Our pressing wasn't quite as good. We're rotating our squad a lot. We're making 5-6 changes every game, but we're not losing a lot in the performance, which is really great because I've never really seen that from Liverpool. And to answer your point about we're beating teams that people expect us to beat, that's the first time in a few years. How many times have we said it's the Burnleys, it's the West Broms, it's the this, it's the that we struggle against? We beat Huddersfield 3-0. We put 4 past West Ham. We're putting goals past Southampton. These are the teams we normally struggle against. So it's good to see from a Liverpool standpoint because everybody else might say, "Oh, you're expected to beat them," but that's been our Achilles heel for years now.
Now Oxlade-Chamberlain, you mentioned him. I can tell you from now, he's not going to get the greatest of welcomes at Arsenal. There's a lot of fans who remember how, when we got beaten last time by you guys 4-0, you beat us at your place earlier on in the season. He was playing in that game, and then by the next week, he'd signed for Liverpool, had on a Liverpool shirt. And I mean, I've seen certain players that have come back to Arsenal, like Fabregas, like Van Persie, like Nasri. I think he's going to get abuse and stick on a par to what those guys got, if not as much, if not more. Now, how's he been playing for you guys?
First couple of games he had a little bit of a struggle, but we're talking 2 games into a season. He didn't have a pre-season with us. He's coming into a different style of football. Very much he was ingrained in the Arsenal way. And Jurgen Klopp doesn't play the same as Arsenal, so it took him a little bit of time to settle. I think he was man of the match in the last game for us. I mean, he has played really, really well. And, he might not have the goals and assists to show for that, but he's been the guy behind the guy almost at times and winning the ball back high up the field. His range of passing is much better than I thought it was. He can play that centre midfield position, which, in fairness, you told me that last season when he was playing well in centre midfield for you. you were one of the guys who was saying, listen, he's been one of our better players in that midfield role. So I'd already carried that knowledge of him, but to see him actually do it in a Liverpool shirt, I'm really pleased because he's got something. And I don't know whether it was Arsene Wenger or he just stagnated at Arsenal because he wasn't getting the opportunities, but he's still got a very high ceiling. Whether he'll ever hit his potential, I hope he does. But he's a very, very good player, and you guys know that. I mean, he can blow hot and cold. All footballers can. But he's blowing hot at the moment, and hopefully he'll do something against us.
Going to be interesting to see how he copes with all the stick he's going to get, because I don't think he's ever had anything. That's going to be really interesting. The other guy, of course, that every Arsenal. I mean, there's a lot to fear in your team. You know, Mane, he's been an excellent player.
Is it the Black Suarez, Troops calls him?
Black Suarez, as Troops call him.
He's in poor form, you know, mate.
Sorry?
He's in poor form this season.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. He hasn't been but he still scored against us. He scored a great goal against us in the first game of the season. And but the guy is Salah, the Egyptian Messi, as you guys call him. Now, he's been brilliant this season. Blistering pace, brilliant at finishing. I mean, we are very fearful of him.
Yeah, and you should be. It was against Hughes that he ran from the halfway line and slotted, wasn't it? You know, we saw in that game he missed a couple of opportunities. He's been unbelievable, Robbie. I mean, he's racked up 20 goals already for us. Absolutely on fire. And earlier on in the season, he was missing a few of the easier opportunities. Now everything seems to be going in. He's in one of those veins of form where you had it with Robin van Persie years ago. Everything it seems to go top in. And when he gets onto that left foot at the moment, Salah, he's incredible. He's so full of confidence. He knows where the corners of the goal are. He sets men up as well. He'll run down the wing and he'll constantly ask questions of the fullback. So I imagine it'll be Monreal for you if you play a four at the back. He'll cut inside. And then the fourth or fifth time he'll go round him and the guy's thinking about going inside. And he's got the pace to do it. We use him a little bit like Leicester used Vardy in their title-winning season. You just knock it into space and let the lad run. And it's completely different to how we've played in the past. But we've never had someone with this pace, and he's been electric. He's better than I thought he was ever going to be. He really is.
Now, listen, enough about your players now. We've still got players in our team that can inflict a lot of pain as well if those players are up for it. I mean, we had the game against Tottenham, and it really reminds me of this game in that when we played Tottenham, not many people gave us a chance. Tottenham came into the game, they were tearing teams apart. But Arsenal went on the front foot in that game, and we are very strong at home. We've only lost one game at home this season. We've won all our other games. We went on the front foot, and we took Spurs apart. And I know that your defence has been a bit vulnerable at times this season. Who do you fear from Arsenal? And also, your defence. What have the problems been in your defence?
So, who do I fear from Arsenal? Mesut Ozil, Alexis Sanchez, Lacazette, Giroud, who's obviously going to be out. I think Giroud's always been a bit of a factor against us because of our defence. And that's it, really. I mean, listen, I don't watch Arsenal every single week. If Iwobi's in the side, I'm sure he deserves to be there because you've got good players in your squad. So maybe he should be a person that I fear as well. I know he's had a little bit of stick in the press and stuff, but Alexis Sanchez is a game changer. He's still one of the top players in this league when he performs, and he's almost unstoppable on his day. And I'll admit it, he was worth the money. I'll admit it here.
Way out now.
Yeah, it's too late now, isn't it? The damage has been done. And defensively, I suppose, listen, Alberto Moreno has been an amazing form for us. He's injured. Andy Robertson will be playing left back, the guy we picked up from Hull. So it's between Andy Robertson or James Milner, but I can't see Milner playing left back again. So I think Robertson likes to attack, likes to get forward, positionally not great, and defensively it's not his best attribute. So I think that right hand side, maybe where Iwobi will be, could be a weakness for us. Joe Gomez has been playing right back. I expect him to play right back. He's been brilliant. He's played Martial, he's played Sanchez, and he's done really well in every game. And then in the centre of the defence, Dejan Lovren can have an off day, although he hasn't since Tottenham. And Ragnar Klavan, he's playing well, but he's a clear backup centre-back, Robbie. And he's injured.
Okay.
He's injured. So Ragnar Klavan, although he's been playing well and he's decent on the ball, he's not fast enough. and that's the thing that probably have fear. So the left-hand side of the fence will be Klavan and Robertson. Robertson likes to get forward. Klavan's not really good in space and is a little bit slow. So I'd imagine that that's where you're going to get success.
And the keeper?
Yeah, Mignolet's been playing really well this season, you know. We've rotated goalkeepers. We've had Karius in for the Champions League games. He's looked good. We've had Mignolet in. He's looked good. Distribution-wise, still not there. But he's not putting the jitters up the defence like he was last season.
Yeah.
So we seem like we're defending better as a team, Robbie. I think that's what it is. We're not overcommitting men forwards. You know, in the past, earlier on in the season even, we'd commit, like Trent Alexander-Arnold was playing right back or Gomez, and they'd be right pushed up, and so would the left back. And you'd end up with Henderson trying to protect Klavan and Matip, or Klavan and Lovren or whatever, and there'd just be so much space to exploit, whereas we're just not doing that anymore. We're just letting the Fab Four go out and try and beat the team without overcommitting. Listen, it's a Beatles town, mate. It's a Beatles city. When you got Phil Coutinho, when you got Mo Salah, when you got Sadio Mane, and Roberto Firmino sneakily scored 14 goals this season as well, by the way. Them 4 players on the pitch, let them go out and play. There's no need to overcommit.
Okay. Right, let's get into predictions.
Yeah, man. 3-2 to Liverpool. Oxlade-Chamberlain to come off the bench and score the winner.
3-2 to Arsenal. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game as well. Oxlade-Chamberlain is going to get so much stick. He's going to be trying too hard. He gives the ball away. Ball gets played down the field. Merry Christmas, Arsenal. Listen, mate, see you on Friday. Have a great Christmas.
You too, mate.
Apart from the gamers. You know,
yeah, and listen, Merry Christmas to everyone watching ArsenalFanTV as well. Keep supporting Robbie and his channel. It's amazing.
All right, mate. And, of course, you can check out RedMen TV, excellent Liverpool channel. We'll put a link in the description as well. Looking forward to the game.